We have LeetCode number 206, reverse a linked list. We're given a head of a single linked list, reverse the list, and return the reverse list. So this is a linked list. So we have an example here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we want it to be going backwards, basically 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And another example down there, much simpler. So a linked list is basically just a bunch of pointers that point to each other, and you keep store of the pointer in as a reference in each node. So here's an example in Python. That's how you construct one. So the value is the value, and next is the pointer to the next node. Because this is a singly linked list, if it was doubly linked list, then you would have a prev also. But this is much simpler. So let's go ahead and see what we want to do. If first of all, if head, so we want to go through the linked list while the end is not reached. So maybe what we want to do is create a variable call, or I guess we could just like say if current is equal to head, and while current is not null, in Python you can just do that, and then what you want to do is like current is equal to current dot next. So that's how you go to next node and keep going to next node until current is not null. As soon as current is null, then that means it's the end, and we should be done. So what we want to do is go through, now that we're traversing the linked list, we want to be able to do the pointer manipulation. So we should keep track of the previous element. So for example, if you're like on position 3 right here, what we want to do is like there's a pointer to next node, so that's called next. What we want to do is like take that pointer and point it to the previous element. So that's what we're going to do right now. So the current node, so what I want to do is like what I said was take the next pointer of it and set it to the previous node. Now, what is our previous node? Well, we haven't declared that yet. So our previous should be null. If I know how to do null in Python, none. So basically the previous pointer. However, before we do that, we don't want to destroy our next pointer. So maybe we should keep track of our next pointer before we assign it. So what I would like to do here is keep track of the next pointer, call it next pointer equals to that. So we're not getting rid of it completely before assigning it. So next pointer, so what we want to do with next pointer is basically just go to that position. So this would be next pointer, it would be our current now. So, and at the end, so once we reach 5, so let's go to it, and so once we have position 5, our next pointer is null, so this is null. Our prev should be 4. Okay, so we forgot to set prev, and prev is equal to I suppose the current. So yeah, and okay, so let's see. So let's go to it one by one. So if you had the position 1, current becomes 1. Prev is none. So current is 1. So current next is going to be 2. So next point is going to be 2. And prev is none. So the next pointer gets set to null, right? So our 1 next pointer is going to be null. And then our current is going to be 2 now. Okay, so our prev should have been updated before that. All right. Okay, so our prev is 1, right? So our prev is still 1. Our next pointer is 2, and our current is now 2. Okay, so and now we go back. So current is not null, so we're still in the loop. And so 2's next pointer is 3, so that's going to be 3. Prev was 1, right? That was the previous current, so that's 1. So what we're doing is like saying 2's next pointer is pointing to 1, right? So that's how we're pointing backwards to the previous node. And then our current is going to be prev again, so 2 is going to be prev, and next pointer was 3, so we set it to current so that the new current is 3. So just keep going there all the way into 5. Let's see what happens with 5. With 5, the only difference is that the next pointer is going to be null, so next current is going to be null, and what we want to return is probably prev because current is null, so we want to return the previous node, and hopefully that will be the new head. And let's see if that works. And it does. So let's go ahead and submit it. And the submission is good enough for me. So yeah, that was the answer. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up and see you in the next video.